Sauce, the fresh maker.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs at Rekieta.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at...
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy D-Day Cobra. What's up to the Snake Pit? What's up to everyone in the chat? Lovely to see all of you here. Man, I have been busy. I've been so busy with the entertainment side, with the Geeks and Gamers side, that I'm like really far behind on the political side, even the Trump side of stuff. I am kind of in the dark because Geeks and Gamers stuff has had me so busy the last week. So I just titled it CobraCast 199. I'm not even working the algorithm. All right. The audience is going to dictate this show. We're going to have fun tonight. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. Do you need to watch General Flynn's documentary? Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Ellie Reen dropped 20 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Getting the party started early, aren't we, Ellie Reen? How the hell are you, Ellie Reen? Good to see you here. Brer for 5 gifted memberships. Sally Ito for a gifted membership. That's 26 gifted memberships, and we haven't even gotten this stream started, okay? That's how we roll here at the Snake Pit. I appreciate you guys. And everybody's rolling in here. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitter. We are live on Rumble. We're live on Kick. Wherever you are choosing to watch us, it's appreciated. And there's no wrong way to watch CobraCast. All right, as long as you're enjoying it on your preferred platform, that's all that matters. The Forgotten Man says, Jeremy, how many CobraCasts have you done? I have no idea. I really don't. Look at that chat summary. Quality, let's see. The chat is a mix of greetings, compliments of the stream, and general chatter about the weather and current events. That's the most generic That's the most generic recap I've ever heard. Oh, man. But, yeah, I have no idea how many I've done. Honestly, again, this show, much like most of the things that I, create, I never had a plan for it. It was just something I did off a whim. And here we are all this time later. CobraCast running strong, crushing it. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys always want to tune in and hear what I have to say on the current events going on in the world right now. Sierra Tan says Trump 2024. The man, the myth, the legend says Trump 2024, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That's right, Bugle Daily, professionally ran. Keena says, are you ever going to play the Trump rap again? Which one? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of those Trump raps, so I don't know which one. Maximus BT says, where are my breeds at? Don't start that shit. Don't start that already. We're not getting into that, okay? You've been trying, but you've been failing. Jeremy's Eyebrow says, hey, Jay, should I change my name to Ryan's Eyebrows? No, I like to be the center of all memes, okay? I like to be the center of all memes. And for no reason whatsoever, for no particular reason whatsoever, I would like to give a big shout out to the one and only MCU fan. That's right. Shout out to the one and only MCU fan. Simpy MCU fan. That's right. That's right. Brandon Collins over on Twitter says, hail the 199 CobraCast for life. Chat is really confused because I just gave MCU fan a shout out. They are so confused. Holy crap, that was good. The chat's like, what the hell? Did you just give MCU fan a shout out? What is going on here? The chat is extremely confused right now. They're like, did something happen here? Let me see. I just saw another one come in really quick. Brer says, Habas or Breets. I mean, who do you think? You know who's going to win that one around here. You already know who's going to win that one. No doubt about it. But I think we need to get this party started the right way, okay? And now, chat, I'm just saying, all right, it's a very, very important time right now. And I want all of you to be nice and respectful before I show you the video of this stunning and brave individual, okay? Now, some may make jokes, but we're above that here at CobraCast 199. Okay, we're above that. We would never make jokes. Very respectable chat here. A lot of nice people in the chat. Okay? So I just want to make sure that everybody is very nice. We have a very motivating video to listen to. Okay? From a very respectable individual that no one has ever questioned. Nothing at all. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you Big Mike. Let's listen to Big Mike talk about Juneteenth and what it's all about. Very, very powerful message from a powerful individual. Here we go.
Juneteenth is all about celebrating our collective freedom and fighting to protect it. Our power, our rights, and even our planet are on the ballot this year. So now is the time to think about how you're going to make your voice heard in this election. Head over to whenweallvote.org. Get yourself registered to vote, and then text 3 friends to do the same. Do not sit on the sidelines this year, because this is a critical moment for all of us. Get ready to make your voice heard today.
Are you inspired by that, ladies and gentlemen? Are you inspired by that wonderful, powerful message from a powerful individual? The chat is amazing right now. The chat is amazing. Bro, who is this dude? Oh, did they cover a palate cleanser now? You want a palate cleanser now? What is this? Look at this. The YouTube live chat is about the physical appearance of the guest speaker, Jeremy, who is being criticized for looking masculine. What? That summary is fantastic, dude. Oh, man. Woo! We are starting out hot tonight. Holy crap, man. This is fun. I didn't expect it to be this fun. Where are we at? Sir Ruin of House Roundhead, congrats to your Birmingham Stallions on beating the San Antonio Brahmas in the UFL Championship. Don't brag too hard about it with Gary because he lives in San Antonio. What's up, Sir Ruin of House Roundhead? Good to see you here, brother. Jonathan Gold becomes a new member. Thank you. Just a dude on a phone. I'm not confused about the Simpy shout out. Just disappointed. Keenan says the Trump rap with Eminem. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one was a good one. Valkyria winner for 50. That's it. I'm moving to Timcast now. Hang on. I'm moving to Timcast now, showing that thing off. You better show jiggling boobies now or else. Okay. I think I could. Okay. You got to give me a minute. I expect super chats when I find this one. Okay. It's going to take a minute. I expect super chats when I find this one. This may be the greatest thing I've ever shown on here. I did bookmark this several days ago and I don't know. If I could find what I bookmarked, and I bookmarked it for either this show or it was for a daily thumbnail, okay? And if I could find it, the chat is going to be, the chat is going to love me forever, all right? And I may have to do a search on it. I'm scrolling through my bookmarks right now. I don't know how far back I'd have to go for this one, man. You guys are, I expect you to be mad, so I've got to find something that's really going to fix the problem, because I'm going to be honest with you, that was probably one of the most disrespectful things I've ever done on this channel, that showing that Big Mike image, right? It's so early on. Like, we didn't even establish a rapport or anything. I just threw it out there. That was pretty mean. God dang it, where's it at? All these fucking bookmarks I have a lot of bookmarks. You could tell how many things I cover, whether it be politics, pop culture, G.I. Joe, professional wrestling, video games, all of this. I don't see it, so I guess I'm going to have to search and see if I can find it now. Samuel B., that's what the bookmark was, buddy. That's what the bookmark was. If I see it, I'll certainly, it'll stop me dead in my tracks if I can find it. Sometimes the bookmarks on Twitter don't work very well, and I don't really understand. Like, sometimes they'll disappear, and I still haven't really figured that one out. Even when you put it in a certain section, yeah, there's no way. Okay, let's see. That's a weird automatic auto population. That's not how you spell it. Here we go. All right. I'm working on it, chat. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I kind of did screw this whole thing up, though, to be fair. I'm the one that showed Big Mike, and that'll piss your whole entire chat off. Now I got you threatening to leave me. Damn, I can't show that one. Okay, I should not have searched her name. I hope none of this is showing up on screen right now. Oh, my goodness. Twitter. Okay, here we go. I got one. Whew, that was a lot to scroll through by. I kind of want to leave the stream right now after scrolling through all of that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry. I expect super chats. This is my apology to all of you. Okay? There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you Sydney Sweeney. Okay? Sydney Sweeney. Are you not mad at me anymore? Please don't be mad at me anymore. Okay? You can't be mad at me anymore. Okay? Swig of water for the working man, for our 95% male audience here. There we go. All right. So I apologize for showing Big Mike. Apology accepted. I'll be honest. Twitter literally is a porn site now. All I did is search Sydney Sweeney's name. Holy shit, man. Twitter's just a porn site at this point. I don't know how they get away with that crap. In the live stream, viewers are reacting to host Jeremy's unexpected behavior and discussing various topics, including a desire for Big Mike palate cleanser. Holy crap. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's 95% on Geeks and Gamers and 90% here. So we have a 90% female audience. And the ladies are about to speak up. And hey, you know what? You know what, ladies? I haven't forgotten about you, okay? I haven't forgot about the ladies. I would never forget about the ladies. So, ladies, you know, we love the ladies here at CobraCast 199, and you know the men wanted to see basically the definition of what a perfect woman is. That would be Sydney Sweeney, okay? So all I can do is be fair to the ladies, okay? And for being fair to the ladies, then I have to show you some video of the perfect male. According to the internet, anyway. This is the perfect man, according to the internet. And I don't make the rules, okay? So I'm just here to be I just deliver the messages, okay? So if you guys really want to see it, I'm dragging this out so I can find the fucking video. I'm doing all I can. I'm just talking and yapping, and I'm scrolling, and I'm trying, and I know it's here. In just a second, we're going to find it, and I'm going to be able to show you all. And you're going to be happy if my fucking computer could help me get there a little bit quicker. This is such a train wreck of a fucking stream. How many people are watching this? Why do we have there's over 2,500 people from all platforms watching this? Okay, so here we go. If you guys got the perfect female, now it's time to give you the perfect male. Here we go.
And you said in that video that Ms. Leeds would not be your first choice. You were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall. I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either, to be honest with you. I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it. I would not have any interest in.
All right, calm down, ladies. I know 6'3", 215 pounds, no body fat at all. This is peak physical male right here. Okay, that's the peak physical male right there. Yeah, that is such a Chad answer from Trump. Okay, so let me catch up on these. And there is something I actually want to talk about tonight that I have not talked about. And some people may be shocked that I bring this up, but I think that it's important to bring this up. So I'm 100% serious about it too. So JMNZZ for 50 says, just got done making the perfect dunk on Disney Star Wars shill on Twitter. Almost didn't notice CobraCast had started because YouTube didn't notify me. Anyway, fuck Joe Biden. Hail the 199. Thank you, JMZZ. JMNZZ. Thank you, brother. Piano Dean says, go to Bed Bath and Body and buy a lamp. On your way out, scream, I'm stealing this lamp. They'll stop you, but ultimately they can't do anything. It's your lamp. You can do whatever you want with it. What the fuck? Biker Angelo says, the power of one, the power of two, the power of tranny. MOHAP. Love Dogs for 10. Let's see. Everyone enjoying the fake holiday? I think so. I think we're all enjoying the fake holiday around here. But someone that's not enjoying the fake holiday is someone that I know and someone most of you know. And I have been really reluctant to address this topic simply because it's just not something I've really wanted to get into. But something happened last night that's basically, I feel I have to address something that happened last night. And we're going to talk a little bit. And I'm not going to talk about everything going on. But there is some stuff I want to specifically talk about, and that would be Nick Rekieta. He had one of the cringiest responses I have ever seen on the internet. I can't believe how bad his response was on his live stream. I'm not going to get into all of the legal stuff going on because I think most of that is disgusting, and I think that when kids are involved, that any defense of anything other than the kids is just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to get into the mud of all of that, but it's kind of hit another level, and it's hit another level where even Dexerto was talking about it. So yesterday there was a report that, you know, that happened, which is the report, and this is what Dexerto put out there. I guess there might be some people in the chat that don't know. So Nick Rekieta is someone I know. He is a massive YouTube personality, massive on Rumble, massive on a lot of different platforms, and I know him. I've had him on several times. I've met him in person. We've talked privately. I haven't talked to him in a long, long time, but he recently got into a lot of trouble. He got arrested, and a lot of people wanted me and other people to talk about it, and the reason I'm doing that on this channel is because I don't want to pull G&G and FNT and all that into it, because that's not what that's for, and that's not really what this is for either. But there's a reason I want to address this particularly because of his response. Now, Nick Rekieta is an attorney, and he is famously one of the biggest super chatted channels on this entire platform, or has been in the last few years. And recently he's got into some trouble legally, and he made his return to the internet last night. And his response was awful. One of the worst responses I have ever seen from a creator. And it's right here. And I just want to play a little bit of what he has to say, because I couldn't believe how fucking tone deaf his response was. And the reason I want to talk about this is not because of Nick per se. It's because I want my audience to know that I will never disrespect you the way that he has disrespected his audience. It's fucking amazing how much he disrespected his audience. All right? This is awful. So let's listen in, and I will make my point after this.
Stream. It was going to be a much longer stream, but first, the release of information that's supposed to be protected at a very specific time, right after I announce a show and right before the show starts, is something that is concerning. And of course, I will have a lawyer looking into that right away. I know people want to draw conclusions from whatever's going on. And look, there's no way around it. There's nothing to say other than people will get to draw their conclusions from what they read. I'm not here to fight you guys at all. I'm not here to fight your conclusions. I'm not here to fight or justify or prove anything. I don't need to do that for you. Believe it or not, a lot of really well-meaning friends want me to do that. And these people are lawyers, which is shocking. They want me. I'll say it this way. They say, Nick, you need to do X, Y, and Z because of your YouTube channel and your online image. And my response is, sir, madam, I don't know if you know this, but the lowest priority in my life right now is my public image for the purposes of YouTube and Rumble.
You're on the fucking internet right now talking. Clearly, it's a massive priority. clearly if it's not a priority, then you wouldn't be on the fucking internet. And it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is because Nick was made by the people. The people made him. The people made him. They made his channel. They made him successful. They made him a fucking internet celebrity. They did that. And I listened to what he said, and I'm like, motherfucker, dude, like, what are you doing? And I want to qualify what I'm saying right now, just so I can qualify. Because Nick was one of the biggest super chatted channels on the internet, okay? One of the biggest. And I'm speaking as somebody right now that has 2 channels in the top 21. Geeks and Gamers right here, 17th, D-Day Cobra, 21st. And that's for, is this for the month? That's for the entire month of, that's for May. That's for May. So May, Geeks and Gamers was 17th, D-Day Cobra was 21st. And even if you want to go back to, let's see, go back to April. This is in the country. Geeks and Gamers was 12th. D-Day Cobra, where at D-Day Cobra? Oh yeah, I had an off month on D-Day Cobra. D-Day Cobra was 74. And that's the month that I was traveling. And then if you go back to March, D-Day Cobra 19, Geeks and Gamers 26. And I'm just saying that to qualify why I'm bringing this up, because it's such a bad look when the people that literally make your life better feel that they want a few answers when you've got a massive public fuck up. Doesn't mean you have to tell them everything. It doesn't mean that you have to give the internet everything, but treat them with a little fucking respect.
So any of you who want me to come out here and like do some weird grandiose apology or prostrate myself in front of you, let me just help you with my public image right now. Fuck you. Right in your goddamn mouth. I'm not here to worry about what you think about me. And that should be obvious to damn near anybody. And if you think it's in my character to come out and grovel before you and say, oh, I'm so sorry I let you down. I didn't let you down. I didn't pick you up. I didn't make you, and I didn't make promises to you. So if you feel let down by me, let yourself down from the stool, Robin Williams. I'm not here for you. I'm not here to own your feelings. And
then why are you on the internet talking about it? It's a genuine question. If you're not here for the people, then why are you on the internet talking right now? Here's how this, in my opinion, and I'll say this as someone I made, in my opinion, and I don't think people were ever really mad at me, but I feel that I probably emotionally responded to the Zack Snyder fiasco back on Geeks and Gamers when that happened. Initially, I came out, we did the live stream. I felt like it was a bad look, didn't handle it the right way, but ultimately I learned from that. And I know Nick. Nick is a smart guy. This was a horrible fucking response on every single level. But the response in this situation, in my opinion, hey guys, so obviously this is my first stream back, and it's been a really, really rough few weeks for obvious reasons. I can't get into the details of all of that. And right now, I'm trying my best to navigate everything in my personal life. And now here I am in my professional life on a live stream. And I want to thank all of you that have shown support. And I also want to acknowledge there's a lot of people out there that are frustrated, that are mad, that are angry, that are disappointed. And I totally understand that. And when the time is right, once all the legal battles are behind me, I promise you that I will try to give you as many answers as I possibly can. But for now, I'm just trying to have a live stream. And let's talk about some relevant topics going on, and we're going to have some fun. But for those that are looking for more details, I'm not really going to be able to give you any of that right now, and but maybe at a later date. That's it. That's all he has to fucking say. Instead, he's telling the people that gave him hundreds of thousands of dollars that they don't deserve shit from him. And as a person that is on the internet that has decided, because there's, as a content creator, there's a couple of different ways that you can, at least for a few people, and I'm lucky enough to be one of those people, I can determine of like, how do I want to make revenue? Do I want to make it through just focusing on video, or do I want to focus on super chats and revenue and engaging with my audience? And I've done both over the course of the last 5 or 6 years, and I've been pretty good at it. I'm not the best, but I think I'm decent at it, and I'm lucky enough to have a community of people that will support me in whichever way I do. But when you are that type of personality that is 100% audience driven, to come out and be defiant and disrespect them on that level is the most tone deaf thing I have ever seen from someone that I know to be a very smart person. But it seems like ego has completely clouded the situation. And there's obviously been alcohol and drugs involved in the equation, which is something I can't relate to personally. But the whole thing is just very, very ugly right now, man. And I wanted to address that, to just say that if I'm ever, and again, considering I don't drink and I don't do drugs and I don't smoke and I've never done any of those things, the probability of me getting caught up in anything remotely close to this is not going to happen. But some shit may happen one day. I don't know. And I will never talk down to my audience or disrespect them in this way, shape, or form. And I thought that this was a horrible, horrible look. Now, in terms of all the other shit going on, I'm not the guy to get into the weeds on this. I'm just not. I know Kino Casino has been crushing it, and I watch those guys all the time, and I love their coverage of it. And if you really want to get more details on all of that, you can watch those guys over on Kick. But I'm not the guy to get into the messiness of this. That's not my game. But I felt the need to have to address this particular response because it was so bad. This was equivalent to the Acolyte. Like Nick's response was on the level of Disney Star Wars. That's how bad it was. And I thought that he would do, like, I thought that him, knowing him, he would have a better response. And it was the worst fucking response you could have imagined. I couldn't imagine a worse response than this. Let's hear the rest of this really quick.
And I'm not here to apologize to your feelings and sensibilities either. And if I did, you shouldn't respect me, because anybody who comes out like a little fucking bitch and says, I really am worried about my public image, not my family, not my liberty, not holding government accountable, none of that. But my public image, my public image? Well, you're probably a fat Canadian, or maybe a skinny Canadian who can't fly to the right city. Or maybe you're a doughy Minnesotan. I don't know who you are. But I'm not here to apologize to you or for anything.
I don't think anybody's asking for an apology. I don't think anyone was asking necessarily for a response. People were just interested in what your response would be. And I just laid out what the response should have been, and then that wipes away all the controversy at all. But again, I'm going to leave it at that. You go on the internet, again, it's the most retarded thing ever. It's like saying, I am a YouTuber, but I don't care about views. Of course I care about views. Oh, I'm a live streamer, but I don't care about super chats. Of course I care about super chats. Oh, I'm a live streamer, but I don't care about public image. Of course you do. That's why you are live streaming. That's why you do it. Because you care about what people think about you in some capacity. It's 100% bullshit. 100% bullshit. But anyway, we're going to leave it at that. Oh, by the way, the desktop view switches over to Geeks and Gamers. Oh, that's because I was recording a video earlier. Either way, it's fine. There we go. But anyway, I wanted to address that because I have stayed far away from that topic since it broke, like a month ago. And people have been kind of asking here and there, and I'm just like, I'm not talking about that, and I'm not talking about all the other bullshit. But that response, I felt that needed a response right there because that was an all-time terrible response. But yeah, Hayden Wayne says, I made a video because I'm an attention whore. Exactly, Hayden. You are an attention whore, and that's why we love you. Okay? That's why we love you. Let's see. Pound the like button. I'm glad you said pound the like button, and you didn't say pound something else, because we did show a picture of Big Mike earlier, and that, that, interesting. All right, where are we at? Let me catch up really quickly. Giants fan says, it's official, the Buffalo Bills are gayer than Jeremy. I never thought anyone or anything could take the top spot from Jeremy, but the Bills did it. Congratulations, Buffalo and Bills Mafia. You are gay as fuck. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills situation, I don't know when this shit's going to stop. I really don't. I have no idea when this shit's going to stop. Everything that we have predicted about the indoctrination and the agenda-driven stuff, I'll be honest, back in 2018, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I didn't think that we'd still be talking about this shit in 2024. And we're talking about it on a whole different level than we were even in 2019. It's crazy how bad this shit has gotten. Ira Brownwood says, finally, I get to watch some streams again. Let's go. Eric K says, I do not joke. I mock and ridicule. Don't we all? The Magna Defender says, MCU fan is soy-infused Martini Pearl. He's an oaf, but he embodies the spirit of the snake pit. By the way, let's see, Blabs it says ER than Krista. Hail the 199. Maximus BT says, MOHAP. Yeah, you know me. What's up, young Rippa in the chat? Prayer says, up yours, Jeremy. Polite Rude Guy says, that's a man. Deeple says, Jeremy, I got blocked by Wokepedia on X today for making fun of Trasholite. Am I more respectable than Fear the Beardo yet? Working on Mercante 199. Yes, you are. Ripa can't get blocked by anybody, it would appear. And so the Fixer says, MOHAP, stunning and brave, you mean retarded. 8 o'clock says, happy fake holiday, Jeremy. Thank you, Sir Ruin of House Roundhead. How do you feel about Trump versus Big Mike if she, he, or they, whatever the pronouns they are, replaces Biden as the nominee? I am still slightly on the side that I don't think Joe Biden's going to be the nominee. I'm slightly there. Like, I guess I'm like 51-49 that I don't think Joe Biden's going to be the nominee. And I've been on that for a long time. I don't know if I've ever been overly confident about it, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be the nominee. I just don't. And I hope he is. I want him to be. I truly want him to be. But I just don't know, man. It just, I don't see any scenario where he can actually be someone that you can justify that's going to be around for another 4 years. Like, we've seen how far he's fallen in just a few years. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it at all. I hope so, though. I do. I hope he is. I do truly hope he is the nominee. But I guess I think everything's going to happen after that first debate. I think that's when we're going to find everything out. Now, and this is a little more entertainment based for a minute, but it's obviously it still ties into a lot of the cultural stuff going on. And I am going to make a video on this over on Geeks and Gamers, but I wanted to point this out because this right here puts it into perspective. And I verified this was a real tweet made, and it was still up at the time when I checked it, and it had a lot of different responses. So there was a movie, a Disney Pixar movie that just recently came out, Inside Out 2, follow up to Inside Out 1. I saw the movie. I liked it. I thought it was good. It didn't have any woke bullshit in it. It didn't have any agenda-driven storytelling or anything like that. But it is about a teenage girl. And look what these weirdos are saying on social media. Y'all cannot convince... So Kira has responded saying, talking about a kid's movie like this is insanity. All right? Look at this right here. All right? I just know somewhere in her head she wanted to smell the panties inside that locker. This is a 13-year-old girl I know it's a cartoon. This just shows these people's mindset. These people are fucked. These are the same people that advocate for weirdos to be at the White House. I looked it up. That is a real tweet. It's a real tweet. And luckily, Kira's tweet calling it out has 120,000 likes and 4 million views. So I'm glad Kira was calling it out. But this is insanity, dude. These people are fucking crazy. There is no line that's worse than making jokes about kids. There's just not. And this is the Disney Star Wars. This is what Disney wants as fans. And luckily, James O'Keefe, formerly of Project Veritas, and now of the O'Keefe Media Group, apparently is going to be exposing Disney very, very soon. And I don't know if you saw that yet, but I can pull that tweet up really quick. James O'Keefe. And I am very interested to see exactly what he has planned for the Disney company, because this could be really, really good. Okay, this could be really good right here. We're going to expose top executives of the whole infiltrated temple. It's going to be biblical. The enemies of my mission have one major dilemma. They've run out of arrows. He says top executives. He says top executives. Now, I don't know when this is going to drop. This tweet was made yesterday. I don't know if it's out yet. I don't know when he's planning on dropping this, but this could be huge right here. And Disney is definitely at the top of the list of, companies that are pushing a lot of this bullshit and pushing a lot of this nonsense. So I'm very, 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 happy that I can't wait. I'm going to have a full breakdown on this on the Geeks and Gamers channel whenever it happens. So stay on the lookout for that. But I wanted to, let you guys know about that one. All right, let's see. Catch up really quick. And Cerber says that, Jeremy, if you ever get caught in a rest stop prostitution sting, no need to go live to explain. We will understand. Piano Dean says, well, they're cheating in 2020. Yes. Here's a perfect analogy of what they did. Look up the Ravens-Bengals game from a few years back. Search Ravens holding play. Dims did what the Ravens did. Piano Dean has the most interesting comments. They really are fascinating. They really are fascinating. I don't know where he gets them from. Doug B 450. Doug B 450 on Rumble. Damn, Nick. Shit. Might as well close up shop. I never did care much for his personality or demeanor. Myself, in my opinion, no one should ever give him another penny. CobraCast is where it's at. 199 for life. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not here to throw him. I don't give a fuck about Nick. I care about the family and the kids in this situation. That's what I care about. So that's the only thing that I think anybody should be worried about, not Nick Rekieta, because whatever has been done, he's put himself in that position. But the stories and the accusations that are out there are downright horrible shit. So, Vault 95 says, gaming stream tonight. Need y'all yelling, talking shit, and calling each other gamer words to set a proper mood for my gaming at home tonight. Hail D Gay Cobra 199. I don't know if I don't know if I'll be gaming tonight. I got a long day tomorrow. I got like 3 or 4 streams tomorrow, so I'm not sure. And my social battery runs a little low. Mod Eric says he is professional. Do not try this at home. Eric for 10 says Madison, Wisconsin had an all-ages nude bike ride. Oh, yeah. Hayden sent that to me, too. I need to check that out. Madison, Wisconsin had an all-ages nude bike ride. A 10-year-old girl was in front nude. Police say no crime was committed. Everyone involved should be arrested and charged with child endangerment. I still didn't look at the thing that Hayden sent me, but I'm glad you reminded me of that, so I'm going to have to look at that. Nicole Bama Princess says, do us ladies need to start CobraCast 10% Club? Yes. I 100% support that. Nocturnal says, Rackets is a lawyer. He should know better than to say anything, let alone this craziness. That just exposes him further. Sad to see what Nick is now. Fantastic Knox says, so KJP just, let's see, tried to say that all those videos of Biden being brain blasted is all fake news. Forgotten what she called it, but we had 4 years of seeing him lost. Dude, the insanity, and they already know that Biden is not cut out for this. They already know that. But the insanity surrounding it. And look, I'm not going to confirm or deny if this is a real picture. Okay? So I don't know if this is a real picture. I think this is more than likely a real picture. And what this does is confirms that Donald Trump, not me, it's not my words, okay? Donald Trump, first black president, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump, first black president. There you go. You know, you say he's racist, but first black president right there. Look at that, man. Black ladies love Trump. The black ladies love Donald Trump, okay? There you go. Turbo says, what makes Jeremy worth listening to over Tim Pool? I don't really have a good answer for you. Tim probably has a better show, has better guests, better production value, better studio. I don't really know. Why the fuck would anybody watch me over Tim Pool? You know? It's a good question. I don't have the answer to that question. Right here, look at this. This is a video that Donald Trump Jr. posted earlier today, right here. God, that's loud as hell. Hang on. Good Lord, that's loud. Let me refresh. This dude has no idea where he is at. That is bad. Embarrassing, man. Absolutely embarrassing. It's just like how do people not see this for what it is, man? I really don't get it. I really don't get it. I did see this video from John Talks, Hail John Talks, and yeah, they're melting down, man. They're melting down because they know what's happening.
Well, first of all, it's going to be a very close election. Every one of them is. Secondly, there's no universe in which Donald Trump is going to get 21% of the black vote. That's never going to happen.
I do think that this idea that there's going to be a wave of black voters voting for Donald Trump is highly unlikely because black Americans know that Donald Trump is a racist.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
So where does the race stand among African-American voters right now?
In 2020, Joe Biden was getting 86% of the African-American vote. Look at where it is now. It's 70%. That's a 16-point drop, John.
A warning sign for President Biden. New polling showing he's struggling to reach the massive margins he had with black voters in battlegrounds Michigan and Pennsylvania last election.
They show President Biden has lost roughly 20 points among black voters in both of those states, down from 76% to the mid-50s.
And more than that, it's not just that Joe Biden is losing ground, it's that Donald Trump is gaining ground.
Yeah, and this is making them very uncomfortable right now. And I think this is one of the main reasons that they're probably going to look at. This is going to be one of the big reasons that they look at replacing him. But I think they've already decided that they're going to replace him. I think this is all part. Like, I think they have this all worked out.
You go from 7%, single digits at this point in 2020, to now 21%. And again, John, I keep looking for signs that this is going to go back to normal, and I don't see it.
Normal meaning black people better align with the way I think they should vote. White leftists here on CNN. Normal, you hear that? He's basically saying the only normal thing is for black people to agree with me. Black people have to agree with me, says the white leftist.
Digits at this point in 2020 to now 21%. And again, John, I keep looking for signs that this is going to go back to normal, and I don't see it. Look at black voters under the age of 50. Holy cow, folks. Holy cow. Look at this. Joe Biden was up by 80 points among this group back at this point in 2020. Look at where that margin has careened down towards. It's now just, get this, 37 points. If anything, right now we're careening towards a historic performance for Republican presidential candidate, the likes of which we have not seen in 6 decades.
No. We're completely We're completely
Hail John Talks. John Talks too. So if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, you should do that. John Talks is great. But yeah, they are freaking the fuck out right now, as they should, because Donald Trump is dominating. And he's doing things that, again, I don't think that they were fully prepared for, but I do think that they have been trying. They've had a plan to get rid of Biden. I've been saying it for over a year. I've been saying it for well over a year that they were getting rid of Biden. But we'll see. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, wait, can we get a compilation of Joe Biden saying the N-word throughout his career as a politician? Because it ain't just a couple of times. Look at the Clarence Thomas Supreme Court confirmation hearings. Joe flung it around. Yeah, Joe Biden's it's all projection, man. It always is projection. Leftists love to project. They love to put that out there. But in reality, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide all day, every day. That is how it goes. But people are finally, I think people are finally seeing through it. I hope. Now, I was just told about this fucking video. I was just told about this video that is over on Brandon Tatum's channel with Larry Elder dismantles Michael Rappaport for supporting Donald Trump. I got to see this. All right. So this is over on Officer Brandon Tatum right here. Here we go. So we're going to watch this. Now, I personally cannot stand Michael Rappaport. I think Michael Rappaport is a piece of shit. I think Michael Rappaport, I don't care that he's like claiming he's supporting Trump. I don't buy anything Michael Rappaport says. Michael Rappaport is a clown of the highest order, okay? So don't buy anything. So here we go.
Donald Trump is a race hustler. He's not a race hustler. How is he not a race? When there's one black dude in the crowd, look at my black supporter. Joe Biden goes to Howard University. This was a few weeks ago. Commencement exercise. And he says the number one threat to the homeland is white supremacy. Right. Are you smoking something?
Right. Larry Elder on there cooking. Michael Rappaport. I love Michael Rappaport to a certain degree. I like the fact that he at least is being honest about his ignorance in certain things that he's being honest about nowadays.
All right. He ain't being honest, Tatum. All right. I've been on Brandon Tatum's show one time. I like Brandon Tatum. I say that before I criticize Brandon Tatum, but I like Brandon Tatum. I've watched this dude for a long time, okay? And we had a great time when we were on his show. So I'm a huge fan of him. Tatum was riding the fence on the DeSantis-Trump thing for a long fucking time. He 100% was. That's just the truth of the matter. He was riding the DeSantis-Trump fence to see who was going to come out, and we all knew who was going to be the front runner, but he still was like, I got to be a little careful, DeSantis or Trump. It was always Trump. There was never a chance for the DeSantis bullshit. With that said, I like Brandon Tatum. Michael Rappaport is trash, though.
He think that Trump has a possibility to win. But Michael Rappaport, like, do you not know that Larry Elder is the GOAT? And Larry Elder on here cooking. When you ask Larry Elder something, you better be prepared for the answer because he's going to make you a conservative in 30 seconds or less. video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Make sure you get the merch link in the description section. Our brand new.
Hey, man, he's got 3 million subs now, so not bad. Not bad at all.
And then right here, we got a QR code on the shirt. So
I actually thought that we were going to. You want me to turn it up? I can bump up the volume a little bit if you need me to. Let me know, chat. Turn up the volume, bitch. Says Travis. You didn't even super chat me to call me that. I respect that. I respect that.
Nelson Mandela. I mean, all kind of stuff he lied about. These are all his lies. Fact check it if you want to. Get you one of these shirts from Tatum Store. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification. Anytime I go live, y'all need to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this together. I mean, Larry Elder just started cooking. He cooking, ladies and gentlemen. He cooking. I don't know why people think that they can challenge Larry Elder on anything unless they really ready to get convinced or and convinced into the truth. Because Larry Elder, I never forget, Larry Elder woke Dave Rubin up right on his own show. He said, of course, his police are racist and then Larry Elder just started whooping him with facts, just spanking him. Then
interesting choice of words you're using there for someone and Dave Rubin, because Dave Rubin would have enjoyed a spanking from another man. So I don't think he spanked him, but I know what you mean. But I just wanted to point that out.
All of a sudden, Dave Rubin is now more conservative than he's ever been in his life.
Dave Rubin, no. Dave Rubin ain't no fucking conservative, okay? He grifted it hard, okay? And I don't even use the word grifter necessarily in a negative sense, but he is a phony. Dave Rubin is a fraud, okay? 100% fraud. There ain't nothing genuine about Dave Rubin, all right? Nothing.
It was a wake-up call, but maybe this is a wake-up call for Michael Rappaport wrote a clip.
As far as making it polarizing and who's made it, taking it to another level, Trump, and you're a chill dude, you're a well-spoken.
Barack Obama is the person that made everything divisive, not Donald Trump. Barack Obama is the most divisive and racist president I've ever seen, obviously. He's the problem in our country, not Donald Trump.
Dude, when I think of a conservative person who presents himself like a conservative, you are absolutely somebody I would say, who presents himself that way. Trump got elected iconically at his debates, why he became the people's champ, lying Ted Cruz, this one's names, that one names. That seems so opposite to the type of behavior that you represent from yourself. Why and how can you support a guy who also, I also heard you say that when it comes to debates, you're not at the debates. You don't like everybody shooting.
Donald Trump did not get elected based off the debates per se. Donald Trump, I don't know how to explain it. And the way I can explain it is the way I've always explained it with him. He's always the most important person in the room. So when Donald Trump was on that stage in those debates, every single person on that stage was focused on Donald Trump. Every question, every answer, every topic, it was Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is always the most important figure in the room. So all of these politicians were almost fascinated. They were almost in awe that they were on the same stage as Donald Trump. And so they already made him the star of the show before he had to even do anything. And then he just did what he always does, which is uses his charisma to rise above all of it. But if you go back and watch those debates, I'm serious. Like, the whole fucking debate was, they might as well just called it the Trump debate. Every single one of those clowns, John Kasich, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, the only person, there's one person that did not focus on Donald Trump. Do you guys know who it is? It's Ben Carson. Ben Carson's the only guy. He's the only guy that just wasn't like Trump, 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 Trump. He's the only guy on that stage that wasn't obsessed with Donald Trump.
Shooting each other down, and then because it's not good for the party, and you don't like that people like Gavin Newsom will then again use it against you. But Trump got elected not shooting, fucking publicly lynching, giving nicknames, sexualized hands, all the bullshit that he did. And I know you don't curse. How can you support this guy?
Y'all got your popcorn? Are you sitting down? Because he finna start cooking. Michael Rappaport, I do not understand how he goes so extreme about Trump. He gets too extreme. But here we go. Roll a clip.
I'm watching the Golf Channel. I'm not a golfer, but give it to me straight. Don't give me about the golf. You're gonna I'm watching the Golf Channel. Don't Tiger Woods me here like a Jack Nicholson me.
I love the sport, although I don't play it.
Okay.
And
I'm following you. You're not gonna
stay with me. This is gonna make a lot of sense to you. These two professional golfers were being interviewed, and the host said, "What makes a good golfer?" And one of them went through this beautiful, elaborate description of what makes a good golfer, where you put your hands, where your shoulders are, where your legs are, where your eyes are. And the other one went like this. I look to see where the ball lands.
Mm-hmm.
I like where the ball lands on immigration, on abortion, on judges, on taxes, on losing the regulations, on reversing the war against oil and gas, on standing up to China. That's what I like. The rest of it is white noise, pardon the expression.
Damn, what an answer from Larry Elder. Holy shit, that was a good answer. That was a phenomenal answer.
But is it white noise, Larry?
To me, it is.
All right, to you it is.
Look at the BS Joe Biden does.
I want to. We'll get to Joe. We'll get to smoking Joe Biden. We'll get to cadaver Joe Biden. I'm not one of these people. I vote for Larry. I am not one of these people. And the only time that people pay attention to me with politics is when I go at Trump. I go at all of them. All of them.
All right, I bumped up the volume a little bit more for those that are saying it's still low.
Well, we need to do it now.
But let's stay on your guy Trump.
This is about Trump.
The problem is Larry Elder's audio is a little bit lower than Rappaport. Rappaport's yelling, Elder is talking, and that's the difference.
Okay.
Obama. I'm in Boston 2000.
This is about Trump, Obama.
I will connect the dots.
Okay, connect them good. The golf was good.
The beautiful thing about the podcast is I get time to develop a thought.
100%.
When he walked into the Oval Office the third week of January 2009, I know this is a long way of answering your question, he was at 70% approval.
Barack.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got elected with 53%. How do you get to 70% when you haven't done anything? The answer is a bunch of people who still don't want their taxes raised, as he promised to do, who don't want Obamacare, as he promised to do, said at the very least, he will bring us together racially. So both blacks and whites thought that race relations would improve. When he left, both blacks and whites thought race relations got worse. Why? 8 years. The Cambridge police acted stupidly. If I had a son, he looked like Trayvon. Racism is in our DNA. He embraced Black Lives Matter, had Al Sharpton in the White House over 70 times. He had an AG, Attorney General Eric Holder, who said voter ID was pernicious racism. He played the race card over and over and over to the point where here in New York, his last term, Officers Liu and Ramos were shot sitting in their car by a black guy who was pissed off because of the Black Lives Matter narrative that the police were engaging systemic racism against black people. The stats, by the way, do not show that whatsoever. Baton Rouge, three officers killed execution style by another black man. He also told on social media, told friends, he did it because of systemic racism by the police. 5 officers killed execution style in Dallas. Another different black guy. 3 different black men.
These are lunatics, though.
All motivated by the same rhetoric.
Right.
That Obama embraced. The Black Lives Matter BS that Obama embraced. My point is, Obama made things worse racially, not better, worse. He did the opposite of what American people thought he was going to do when they hired him. So while Donald Trump gets a whole lot of grief for stuff he said, Obama gets nothing because he did well-crafted sentences. He went to Harvard. He spoke beautifully, but he had the same incendiary rhetoric that you accused Donald Trump of having, except you didn't think it was going to come from him.
Well, we got to get past the articulate kind of politically correct bullshit, and we kind of are. That's what Trump kind of represents, is authenticity, and people are tired of the politically correct individual. They're tired of the people that you can tell they're actively dancing around saying things because they want to seem a certain way. And that's what Trump has really brought into the equation, is being authentic and not doing this politically correct bullshit, because Obama is a true politician. He's a masterful politician. He's incredible at it. He is a fucking phony. He's essentially, you know what? I made a comment that Kevin Spacey is one of the great actors of all time, and he is. Barack Obama, one of the great actors of all time, Barack Obama.
Y'all know I can't just play it through because they'll copy me. They'll copyright hit me. But what he said is true. People are not looking at the ramifications that came from Barack Obama because he was so beloved. He was well-spoken. He was a snake oil salesman. This is what Larry Elder is saying. The one golfer is talking all this nuance and everything, but at the end of the day, where is the ball going to hit? You can have pretty gloves. You can have great shoes. Your sock line can be right. You can have your short line be right. You can wear what is the brand guy? Travis Matthews, and you can have all the nice gear, and you can have the best driver, and none of that matter. Where is that ball landing, either in the hole or closest to the hole, in the least amount of strokes as possible? Well, like that's all that matters. So Trump, you can say Trump is a clumsy, nasty-looking, crazy.
Yeah, you can't. There's no clumsiness to Donald Trump, so that's just absolute nonsense. Trump is flawed, but he's smart. He's not politically correct, but he is very savvy. He's clearly a good businessman. He's clearly a good deal maker. There's a lot of nonsense that gets said about Trump that's just so far off base that it's just not. And Trump clumsy is not one of them.
Easy skin, toupee wearing. You can say whatever you want to say, but is he effective? Obama did it all good. Had the gloves, had the hair, had the family, had all this stuff. Terrible. He was handicapped 400.
Joe Biden goes to Howard University. This is a few weeks ago. Commencement exercise. And he says the number one threat to the homeland is white supremacy.
Right.
Are you smoking something?
Right. I know, it's pathetic.
The
it's pathetic.
Anti-Defamation League keeps track of how many people are killed every year by extremists. Last year there were 25 people out of the over 20,000 people who were killed.
And every one of them is a heartbreaking, devastating thing.
Yeah, but it's 25.
But I got it.
And if you want to play that game, Michael, most homicide is same-race homicide.
Right.
Most white people are killed by other white people. Most black people are killed by other black people. However, every year there are roughly 750, a small percentage of the homicides are interracial black-white. 500 white guys are killed by black.
I just want to remind everyone that this guy wanted to be the governor of California. And you fucking weirdos in California, not the based ones. But you wanted Gavin Newsom? You wanted Gavin fucking Newsom.
Even though blacks are 13% of the population, and 250 black guys are killed by whites, even though whites are 60% of the population. Now, if Donald Trump went to a university and said, the number one threat to the homeland is black supremacy, you and I would both denounce him as a race-hustling demagogue, and should.
Do you not think he's a race hustler?
Biden does it. Nobody says a word.
Do you? Listen, I will say to you right now, when you said to Charlemagne, you brought up the fact that Charlemagne, who I like, he said when Joe Biden said to him, "You're not black," and he said it to him. He didn't just say it to him. He said it to the entire world. Right. He said to the entire black public,
"You ain't black, yeah.
You ain't black."
Yeah.
He ainted it. You ain't black if you don't vote for Joe. You ain't black if you vote. What did he say? You ain't black for Joe.
If you don't know whether you want to vote for me or vote for Trump, you ain't black.
Yes.
And Charlemagne said nothing.
Said nothing.
And I know Joe Biden is full of shit. I know Joe Biden is a race hustler. I know Kamala Harris is a race hustler.
Okay.
And I know that Donald Trump is a race hustler.
He's not a race hustler.
How is he not a race? When there's one black dude in the crowd, look at my black supporter. He's so happy. Come on, Larry.
Awkward, clumsy. I wouldn't have said it, but it doesn't make him a hustler.
That's the same shit, though.
No, it's not. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Rappaport's an idiot, dude. Rappaport is an absolute idiot. And this is why you cannot take his newfound kind of anti-Biden stuff seriously, because the guy is just, he's gone. His brain is rotted, okay? It's rotted. The leftism has rotted this dude's brain.
Do you know Donald Trump got a smaller percentage of the white vote than Mitt Romney did 4 years earlier?
Donald Trump got a smaller percent of the white vote
than Mitt Romney did 4 years earlier.
So what does that mean?
Well, if he's a race hustler, you think that he would get a greater percentage of the white vote, since, after all, he's race hustling in order to attract racist white people. He got a smaller percentage of the white vote than Mitt Romney did.
I'm talking about the. Listen, Larry. These are all.
Listen, Larry, hold on.
He had no answer. What up, bigot army?
Old school. These are all. We know.
Best economy ever for black people. He pardoned Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion. Even Barack Obama.
That's nothing.
Even Barack Obama
the pardonings of a dead person is. Come on, man.
He commuted the sentence of Alice Johnson.
Yes, because of Kim Kardashian.
So when you do things that benefit black people, that makes you a race hustler. Good God. It's amazing. It's amazing how stupid this stuff is.
Ashley, because he wanted Kim Kardashian to support her.
He did the First Step Act, which allowed some 5,000 men behind bars to have.
I'm talking about the race hustling. They've both done things that we could say. What things have Joe Biden done to help the black community? You know stats up the wazoo. You're pulling out shit from 1962. What things has Joe Biden done to help the black community? Whether it's
I know my camera
race
died.
hustling or not. Give me one. Give me one.
That Joe Biden has done?
Smoking Joe Biden.
I would say nothing.
Not a thing.
Larry said nothing. And Michael ain't got nothing either.
Raising taxes hurts people at the bottom. Inflation hurts people at the bottom.
You're not going to give me one
gas
thing.
Prices, I can't think of anything. And his rhetoric has been awful. He's lied about his civil rights record. He claimed when he was a teenager, he would go to the black church and he would strategize how to desegregate movie theaters and restaurants in Wilmington, Delaware. New York Times did a whole thing on it. He never did it. And his aides were told, New York Times said, to stop saying it. He says it anyway.
But you're saying you
talk about him being a race hustler. He said he went to apartheid Africa when Nelson Mandela was behind bars and he tried to see him and got arrested. Never happened.
But you don't like the rhetoric from Joe Biden, but you're stating the rhetoric from Joe Biden, but you're like, you care where the ball is with Trump.
I was with Trump in 2016 at a black church in Cleveland. He talked about the black family and about how important it was. And I loved it. And people responded well to him. Remember he said, what do you have to lose? Your schools are bad.
Right, what do you have to lose?
What's wrong with that? What do you have to lose? And he got 8% of the black vote in 2016. He got 12% of it in 2020, a 50% increase. And 20% of black men voted for him in 2020. A substantial increase because a lot of black people saw what was going on. The economy was good. He expanded enterprise zones in the inner city. He did something on the border. The people that are most hurt by illegal aliens economically are black people living in the inner city, because if you are a black person living in the inner city with high school or less, you're competing against illegal aliens with very little education. About 1 million more black people would be working if it weren't for illegal alien labor, according to a study done by the Civil Rights Commission. And Donald Trump stopped that. And Joe Biden has opened the floodgates.
Larry Elder is sharp, bro. Like, this dude is sharp. Very sharp. I mean, I've listened to him a little bit. I can't say I've listened to him a ton, but this dude is sharp.
1 million people, probably by the time he ends his term, will be here in the country.
I could watch 20 more hours of Larry Elder putting the smack down. And I'm not trying to really diss Michael Rappaport, because I think Michael actually gave a fair assessment of what he thinks. And he
No. Fuck Michael Rappaport, okay? You don't be fair to somebody like Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport is a fucking clown. Michael Rappaport chooses to look at the most retarded information out there and spread lies and bullshit constantly. So no, he doesn't deserve any respect. Fuck Michael Rappaport.
He let Larry Elder speak, and Larry Elder was speaking. He was saying it. And I think it's clear to see as the noonday sun that Larry Elder know what he's talking about. And I'm telling you this. I'll finish this video with this because it's a pretty long video. If people were able to see Donald Trump for who he genuinely is as a person, I think he will wow most of America, because they painted this picture of him being such a monster. And if you never listened to him speak, you never seen him in his element, you would probably think he's a monster. They just only show clips of him saying something, calling people names and all this stuff. They build this picture of who you think he is. When I sit down with Trump, because I will, when I sit down with Trump and do an interview, I want to bring out the humanity of Trump. I want people to see who the Trump is that I think Trump is. You know what I'm saying? Or that I know from Trump, or the things that I've seen. I can't say I know because I don't hang around Trump, you know?
No, but I mean, like I talked about this many times. Like for a lot of people, and there's a reason that there's no access to it. But just like The Apprentice, if people could actually watch The Apprentice, they would see Donald Trump in a completely different way. But that's why they don't have it available for anyone to watch it, because it truly makes Donald Trump look like a fucking rock star, because he is a rock star. I mean, I've talked about this. I know people have emailed me about this before, but I'm serious about this. If anybody knows how I can get the entire series of The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice, I think you can get it through like the Internet Archives or something like that. But like a high quality, you can't find it anywhere. I would buy it right now. I would buy like all 15 or 17 seasons or whatever it is if I could find it. It was so good, especially The Celebrity Apprentice. That was so fucking good. Because first you started out as the Apprentice. That was the #1 show on TV for all those years. Then they moved into The Celebrity Apprentice, and it was incredible. It was so good. But I can't find it anywhere. Anima Chain says you have it downloaded. Really? Email me. Are they high quality? But yeah, I mean, it's just it's so wild that they are doing everything they can to stop this guy. And on that note, we've got this other video right here that I want to show you guys, because this kind of stays us on point of, well, let me read a couple super chats and then we'll stay on point with the Trump thing right now. Let's see right here. Get Woke Go Broke for 50. I don't know what this says. Something Obama. I don't know. And I don't think I want to sound it out. But thank you for the 50. I hope that's not anything it shouldn't be. We don't need to be posting anything like that. I'd have no idea what that says, though. But thank you for the 50. Nocturnal says Trump got elected by presenting himself as Trump. He has never presented. He has never presented as a conservative, and that's why it's not a scam. It's not hard to figure out. It's not hard to figure out. What up, Hypnotic? It's not hard to figure out at all. Let me see where I'm at. Fantastic Knox says, I got that one earlier. Leighton Hallman says, I think Biden will be out before November. My question is, will he step down or be forced out or drawn in his oatmeal? Most likely with his hands tied. Biden has, in my opinion, Biden has absolutely no authority to make any decisions whatsoever. Okay? Biden has absolutely no authority to make any decision. He doesn't make a decision to tie his own shoes in the morning. I firmly believe that. I don't think he knows where he's at any point in the day. I think they more than likely drug him up for his appearances. Whenever he has to make appearances, I think they drug him up. But other than that, I don't think he knows where he's at. I don't think he's making any decisions whatsoever. See if I can get my other camera working. You know, it's funny when the cheap camera works and the expensive camera doesn't. Welcome to the fucking internet. There we go. Okay, now I got to reshift everything around. Just another Geeks and Gamers stream, though. You know, me. High quality production value around here. Top tier content, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel B says, yes. Unseen Dimensions says, chat told me what Breitz is. I looked it up. Why? Because the chat hates me. They do. They hate me. Ackle, let's see. P2 says, for Sweeney, also for Breitbart, Breitbart is reporting that Dan Snyder may be blocking the release of the Apprentice movie. He has an investment stake in it. Interesting. Well, the Apprentice movie will, I mean, that is such propaganda going on with that movie for sure. Space, Digger says, I love Nick, but if the kid thing is true, F him. Discount Ron Swanson says, Rekieta's life is falling apart because he put on the most cursed artifact in existence, the Sonichu necklace. Fig, don't you ever put that on. Well, you never got to worry about that with me. Outlaw 4188. Jeremy, did you hear the quartering is going to be interviewing Trump at the RNC convention? He just announced it on his video released today. Oh, that's awesome. I might be there. I won't be interviewing Trump, but I might be there. We'll see, but that's cool. Let's see. Andre CR says, Jeremy, you disrespect the chat by showing Big Mike. For shame, sir. In all seriousness, Nick is turning into DSP. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. Let me see. Toilet Bug says, Eric K, the commander lost my shirt. I gave him in Vegas, but maybe at $5 he can rip on me. I ain't no snitch. I haven't lost it. I have it. I just don't have it here. Phantasm vs. Not says, talk about Biden's Secret Service being robbed. I don't know if I'm aware of that one. Borg Porg says, isn't Buffalo Bill the bad guy in Silence of the Lambs? Ironic that the football team is going trans. The entrance music should be goodbyes. Jay Struggle Bus, did you see Obama held Biden's hand off stage? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Joe Pike says, because you're more down to earth and honest than Tim Pool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Ira Brownridge says, Biden will win the dead voters by at least 100%. Calling it. Slain Hope says, they won't replace him. No candidate can beat Trump. I hope they don't replace him. I hope. 8 o'clock says every time the camera cuts away from Trump, it's a countdown until he's back on screen. 1,000%. AJ for 5 says, hey, Jeremy, you better watch out for those U-turn signals. I heard they're effective this time of year. Troy says, I'm watching Cobra, watch Tatum, watch Larry. Wow. Dude, I'm all about react content, okay? Like, I will react to someone reacting to someone else. I've got a video tonight releasing on Geeks and Gamers. It's a reaction video. That's right. I'll give you guys the spoiler at the end of who I'm reacting to. It's a 30-minute upload going on Geeks and Gamers tonight. Probably be around midnight. Mikey MFJ Lag says, in the debates, Trump was not feared because they're afraid of him. He's feared because he's the most respected man in the room, and they know it. 1,000%. Eric K says, yay for the camera dying. VJ the Vigilant says, I love when he got his butt handed to him by Portnoy? Did you mean Portnoy? Oh, yeah, because when Portnoy fired him from Barstool. Yeah, that's what you meant. Big Mega Bulge just put Mega Bulge power in the White House. Trump 2024. Let's go. And I saw Alan Tanassi dropping in. Where were we at, Alan Tanassi? I saw it come in. It was a 20. I'm looking for it now. I don't know where Jed put it. Did you put it down at the bottom, Jed? There it is. There it is. Alan Tanassi for a 20. I'm scamming in. I had a joke, but I forgot it. Sad, but not as sad as Nick's 9-year-old doing coke. Who knew what else was going on, but I can't confirm. Yeah, I mean, again, there's mixed reports out there about the specifics of that. Ultimately, it's just a bad situation, man. It's just a really bad situation, and being defiant towards the internet is not the answer. Being defiant against the same internet that made you an internet celebrity is not the answer in any way, shape, or form. And ultimately, to come onto the internet and say how you're not worried about the internet is kind of a fucking retarded statement. Hey guys, I'm live. I'm on the internet, but I just want you to know I don't give a fuck about you, internet. I don't care about what you think about me, but I am live right now in front of 5,000, 10,000 people, whatever it is. That's essentially what it's saying. I know I'm live. I know I'm talking to you. I know I'm silencing super chats in my, not me, but you know, the Rekieta stream, they were literally silencing super chats. Well, it's like, I don't care about the internet, but I'm going to delete your super chats that are saying mean things about me on the internet. What? Fucking weird, man. Leighton Hallman says, Larry Elder is my top 3 VP pick. He would be a fantastic pick for sure. Big MAGA Bulge says, we MAGA Bulge power to save the USA. Trump 2024. Right, the guy says, whenever Michael Rappaport talks, the sales of noise-canceling headphones go up. Big MAGA Bulge says, make America Bulge great again. Trump 2024. Maximus BT says, Breets. Vault 95 says, Trump University audiobooks are also missing from online streaming stores. The ones I have were bought in 2019, but they have all disappeared just like the Apprentice TV show. Yeah, I'm really disappointed I can't watch The Apprentice, man. I really, really, really want to. Toilet Bug says, Commander, I got proof R2-D2 is male. He never snitched on Anakin. Proof. Hail the Snake Pit and the 199. I know you're lying. You lost my shirt. LOL. Hail. Hail. All right, so we're caught up there. There was another. Okay, so here's the video I wanted to respond to. So back to Trump. All right. They are terrified of this man. And just listen to this.
The New York Appeals Court has now rejected former President Donald Trump's request to lift the gag order in his New York criminal case. It appears Trump will have to campaign under Judge Juan Merchan's gag order through the 2024 election. Even though the trial is already over, legal experts claim Merchan's refusal to lift the gag order is a vast overreach of power. Here's what Jonathan Turley wrote. You have a local New York judge effectively limiting what the leading presidential candidate can say in the months leading up to the election. The continuation of the gag order seems untethered from any compelling rationale.
My small Alabama inbred brain cannot comprehend this. Okay? I can't comprehend how this is possible in the United States of America for the front runner for the presidency and the former president of the United States to be dealing with this. I can't process this at all.
Putting aside the questionable value of the continuation of the gag order, in this case, Judge Merchan is ignoring the countervailing cost for the political system. George.
Well, I'm not a New York lawyer. I'm a Texas lawyer, proudly, but there isn't much precedence for.
So you're better.
Exactly.
Such a humble brag.
We're bigger. Bigger and better. But no, I would say that there isn't precedence here in New York. Other celebrities that have been under similar gag orders typically have had that gag order lifted by the district judge as the underlying issues are litigated at the appellate level. And I think President Trump will eventually have his court day, whether it's at a higher level or in the federal court system.
How high could it go? Could it go to the U.S. Supreme Court?
If he chooses to appeal that, he can. And, look, I think it only benefits, since this lawfare campaign has occurred throughout the country against the president, it only benefits him. I mean, if you look at the correlation between this legal aspect of what the left is bringing against him, particularly blue progressive DAs, you'll see that his polling has only increased and gotten stronger over time.
Sure.
So, last time I was with you, and the fundraising. So, last time I was with you, I remember sharing that it's not like Democrats are asking me for advice, but I would have shut down the lawfare strategy and just focused on issues. But that's what this president is not interested in doing.
That was long before the verdict. So I have to share with the audience, you are hot on this issue. I've never seen you pound your notes.
I am. Look, the New York Appeals Court, so viewers understand, that's the highest.
Kayleigh McEnany, another one. Kayleigh was all it used to be with the Trump campaign. She kind of went into that whole DeSantis bullshit because she bought into thinking DeSantis is going to be the heir. DeSantis is going to be the new guy. And that fucking blew up in her face. Now she wants to pretend she's back on the Trump train.
Court in New York. So essentially it's their Supreme Court. When you are talking about political speech, core political speech, you get the highest level of scrutiny. A law is considered under strict scrutiny. And for all those, I know it sounds like legalese. The point is we really look and make sure that laws do not affect political speech. I do not see how anyone can argue that a gag order on a presidential candidate 7 days before a presidential election does not implicate the First Amendment. Donald Trump's lawyer specifically said there's a debate coming up. What happens on the stage when Joe Biden cites Michael Cohen or cites Stormy Daniels?
Well,
I don't know if they'll go there. Trump can't answer. How is that good for the American people? This is the highest court in New York, and I find the ruling to be.
How is it good that you tried to push the DeSantis narrative when clearly Donald Trump was screwed over in 2020? Everybody knows that. And then cowards like you decided to stab him in the back when he was clearly going to win the nomination, but you wasted all that fucking time and money and resources backing DeSantis' stupid fucking ass. How does that make sense, Kayleigh?
Be shameful.
Emily, how can that happen at that debate if that comes up? I mean, that's like someone accusing you of murder and you can't say, I didn't do it.
And the thing that is so disheartening as well, to carry your ball a little further about the strict scrutiny, is that think about in the court of law, we talk about this often, when the prejudicial nature, the court balances whether something will prejudice or it has probative value. Essentially, let me weigh whether the damaging impact of this particular issue outweighs whether it helps. And the point is that you always defer to the defendant. You always defer to something that is remediable, so that you err on the side of helping the defendant, so that you err on the side of protecting political speech or whatever constitutional right you have at that moment. So here, it really boggles my mind that they wouldn't err on the side of protecting a political candidate, a presidential political candidate's speech, especially because the trial ended. So, look, I'm not the president's attorney, but I would say answer away, Mr. President, and just deal with the consequences after, because the consequences from him speaking as he should on that stage during the debate will have far greater consequences, better for him than acquiescing to this debate. After, because
Did she say shit on stage? It sounded like I know she said should, but it sounded like she said shit on stage.
Consequences from him speaking as he should on that stage during the debate will have far greater consequences, better for him than acquiescing to this ridiculous.
I agree with what she said,
that
by the way.
Emily's talking about are for the American people. I mean, if they can't hear from the presidential candidate, then how do they vote? I mean, that is the height of election interference.
Well, it has been benefiting the former president so far. So, if I were him, I would actually secretly want them to keep the gag rule in order, or the gag order in place.
But he's got to be able to.
Honestly, Kennedy probably has it spot on. Trump, and this is where, like, again, I don't think that Trump is operating like 4D chess like a lot of Trump fans think. I think he is smart as hell. I think he's ahead of the curve, and I think he operates with gut instinct. But what his greatest gift is, outside of just being a deal maker and a businessman, his greatest gift is allowing other people to destroy themselves without him having to do anything. That's his greatest gift. He just lets people destroy themselves. And at this point in time, him having all of this thrown at him is good for him. It's good for him. And that's the funniest part of this, and she's spot on with it. He's good at letting all of his enemies destroy themselves.
Secretly want them to keep the gag rule in order, or the gag order in place.
But he's got to be able to fight back.
Well, of course he should fight back. He should look like he's fighting back, but secretly it's like, hey, man, I would love to tell you guys the truth, but I can't. My lips are sealed by this entire establishment that is trained against me and just wants to squash me and you and your future prosperity. And so I think it's one of the best things that has happened to him. It's one of the remnants of the case. It's the stinky bologna that's been left in the fridge for over an hour, and everyone knows it smells to high heaven. But at this point, it's benefiting, and so let's keep it right where it is.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno.
So,
catch me and my...
That's the fact that they're just walking into this trap and basically giving Trump all the ammo he needs. It's pretty damn funny. It's pretty damn funny for sure. All right, let's see where we're at here. Bryce Murphy says, if you had, if you had to choose who... if you had to choose, who would you do between Lizzo or Big Mike? If you don't pick, they both spit roast you. $5 I'll answer that one for a bigger super chat. I am not going to be forced to answer that fucking question with a $5 super chat. I refuse to answer that question for a $5 super chat. Fucking hell. I do have an answer. Sean C. Green says unsubbed. That's all it took for you to unsub? That's so fucked up. Oh, snap, too good for the 5. All right. It's a really simple answer, okay? It's a really simple answer. The one without the penis is the one I pick, okay? That's generally my rule in life. I kind of have like a rule in life of like, if you have to, get with one or the other, I almost like, I guess it's 100% of the time, I'm going to pick the one without the dick, okay? It's just that simple, all right? I'm going to pick the one without the penis. That's usually the rule. Vault 95 says, look like Biden is getting rid of another dog. Beanie Cast covered it last night. Guess the second dog has bitten 30-plus Secret Service agents, even closed a tour, wants to clean up the blood. Damn. Let's see here. GL Dude says, let's see. Step 1, refuse to comply with the gag order. Step 2, go to jail. Step 3, election is as good as won. Let's go. Yeah, I see your comments on Twitter. So I see the Twitter comments on my Restream feed. So I appreciate you guys watching on Twitter, watching over on Rumble, Kick, and YouTube. So thank you. Collectively, we are pushing 4,000 people watching. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, Bryce, I'd already answered. You didn't have to do that. I was just grifting a little bit. It wasn't you I was trying to grift, though. I was just fucking around, man. But thank you for the 20. But yes, my choice is obviously the one without the penis, which kind of goes without saying. That's pretty obvious, right? That's pretty obvious. Let's see. Hi, Jet says, crazy days we're in. Absolutely. Lapco says, so Lizzo or Big Mike? God damn it. But yeah, I already chose. Okay, already chose. Let's see. Dakin Black says, Jeremy, when are we going to get our Geeks and Gamers utility belt? That and the Flex Fit hats, all of that discussions are happening as we speak. So all of that is working in the works. I don't have an exact date or anything like that. Let's see. Wolf Mob says, you do sleep with your mouth open, MCU. What? With open MCU inside? What? Thank you for the member message. I appreciate that. And see where your guys are at here. Bryce, thank you for that. You didn't have to send the 20, but I do appreciate that. And of course, smash the melee button if you are here. We have had over 2,000 on YouTube all night tonight. Thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the gift of memberships, super chats, all of that stuff. Let's see. So does everyone in the Acolyte. Yeah. Oh, man. Sean says, this stream took a turn for the worse. I can't help it, man. These super chats, they just, what are you going to do? Maximus BT says, I'm nervous. They're going to JFK Trump at this point. Well, I talked about that stream. I talked about that, the speech from Alex Jones, and that does worry me for sure. That's really the last option that they have. And that's pretty scary that we've kind of reached that point. And I obviously hope it doesn't get to that point. I think all of us do. But that just kind of shows you the amount of pressure that Trump is under right now. Trump is under an insane amount of pressure. And, oh, yeah, this is a clip from Patrick Bet David I wanted to play because I don't know if, let me see if I can pull this one up. Give me just a second. And there. And here we go. All right. So this was from the Will Kane show. Okay. Here we go. So let's hear this really quick.
The only thing missing from from Cuban's resume is what? Being a president. The only thing missing from from Cuban's resume is what? Being a president. Who else is on that list? This guy's not a trifecta, but he's a beast of a guy, Jamie Dimon. Why is Jamie Dimon talking about he's stepping away from the game? What's he doing? Where's he going to?
I don't know who Jamie Dimon is. Who's Jamie Dimon? Maybe he'll explain.
Go to another guy. Dwayne Johnson is 2 out of 3. He's made it in media higher than any of these guys. He's got 600 million total followers, shy of 1 billion followers on social media. He's the highest paid actor in the world. Last 4 out of the 8 years he was.
Oh, head of Chase Bank. Okay.
Was the #1 highest paid actor worldwide in 2021 during COVID. He made $270 million as an actor. Zoa Energy, give or take billion-dollar valuation. Terramana, if we use the same calculation as George Clooney's tequila drink, is worth $3.5 billion. World Wrestling Federation, all this stuff that he's done, movies. He may want to run for office. He's about to be a billionaire. He's at $800 million net worth, give or take. So I think the 2028 field is going to be a star-studded field. It's going to change. It's not going to be who knows the most about policies. It's going to be who's the most famous, that's recognizable face, likable, that people have the lasting to check off their resume. Even, some of them may be discouraged to do because they saw how the media destroyed Trump's personal life, where he's not invited to the parties anymore. So that may scare the crap out of some of these guys. Do I run as a Republican? Do I run as a Democrat? Do I run as an independent?
Okay, so Ray, Trump is one of one. He's the trifecta of business, media, and political success, says Patrick Bet-David. But he gives three names who could come after Trump: Mark Cuban, The Rock, and Jamie Dimon. Okay, first of all, Mark Cuban, get the fuck out of here with that, okay? Get the literal fuck out of here with that Mark Cuban nonsense, okay? And I say that as somebody who really enjoyed Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. I thought he was great. I'm calling a spade. Mark Cuban was great on Shark Tank. He was. I enjoyed him on Shark Tank. I used to watch Shark Tank all the time. Mark Cuban is nothing compared to Trump. Nothing. Jamie Dimon, I can't even speak to that. I don't know anything about Jamie Dimon. The Rock is a legitimate name that you can throw in the hat from that perspective. I don't like Dwayne Johnson. I do like The Rock, the wrestler. I do not like Dwayne Johnson at all. But Dwayne Johnson is a very charismatic person who he's not Trump because nobody's Trump, but he does have that level of charisma. He 1000% has it. You can dislike him all you want. You can criticize him all you want. You can think he's a shitty guy all you want. But he does have that level of charisma. So that's 1000% there. Elon can't run for president, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Elon can, if I'm not mistaken. And Elon's an interesting one because I don't really know how to explain Elon Musk's fame. Elon Musk is interesting for a lot of different reasons. He's not the most fascinating personality. And especially in his, as he's gotten older, if you listen to him when he was younger, he spoke a lot faster. And I know Trump speaks slower than he used to too, but Elon very much is he takes his time to talk about everything. He takes his time now. He thinks about everything he's going to say. He's a bit awkward at times, but him and Trump are the two most influential and powerful people in the world. They are. It's Trump and it's Elon. But Elon is a different animal in terms of I don't know, he doesn't have that Trump level of charisma. But he is mega famous. He's mega famous. But The Rock is now, if you want to eliminate, I'll say The Rock deserves to be on that list. Cuban, out, not even close. And then it's Jamie Dimon. I don't really know who that is. Is there anyone else? You know what? I have a name that I think can be a powerful personality into the future. Does anybody want to guess? I have a name. It's a very famous person. It's a very successful person. It's a very accomplished person. And this person has historically been assumed to be a Republican and a MAGA supporter. It's not Drunk 3PO. It's not Jay. It's not Jay. I haven't seen the name yet. I'm watching the chat and I haven't seen the name yet. Somebody said it. Brer said it. Tom Brady. Tom Brady could be that guy. Tom Brady could be that guy. 1000% could be Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady could 100% be that guy. Like, you're telling me that if this guy didn't actually, like, if this guy starts to, like, if he wants to get into politics and start speaking and talking to people, this guy right here, yeah, this dude could turn the needle. This guy has that, he's got that, here we go right here. This guy right here could 100% do it.
I would encourage everyone to play football for the simple reason that it is hard. It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard when you're on your way to practice, weighed down with all your gear, and it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the beach, and your body is already completely exhausted from workouts in 2 days. It's hard to throw, catch, block, and tackle, and hit kids when they're way bigger and way more developed than you, only to go home that night bruised and battered and strained, but knowing you have to show up again the next day for just the chance to try again. But understand this, life is hard.
Now, the thing about Brady is the rumor is that he is a Trump guy, although he stays out of it. He doesn't get into the weeds of that. But could you imagine if in 4 years from now, if Tom Brady starts running and the MAGA king puts him over? Because Trump loves Tom Brady. Trump loves Tom Brady. And so if Trump puts him over, that'd be wild. That would be wild. So that could happen. That could happen. I guess time will tell. But yeah. Oh, people are yelling at me because, oh, you want me to finish the fuck? Well, I didn't. The music was bothering me on that clip. I got another one. So let me pull this other one up. The music was aggravating on that one. Somebody put that fucking music in. Here it is.
And it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the beach, and your body is already completely exhausted from workouts in 2 days. It's hard to throw, catch, block, and tackle, and hit kids when they're way bigger and way more developed than you, only to go home that night bruised and battered and strained, but knowing you have to show up again the next day for just the chance to try again. But understand this, life is hard. No matter who you are, there are bumps and hits and bruises along the way. And my advice is to prepare yourself, because football lessons teach us that success and achievement come from overcoming adversity, and that team accomplishment far exceeds anyone's individual goals. To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life.
That guy could do it. So that's the answer to the question that Patrick Bet David was approaching of people that could be a Trumpian type of figure. I think, and again, you can eliminate your hatred of Brady, because I understand that he beat most of your favorite teams. I understand that, okay? I know Tom has probably hurt your feelings a lot, okay? But as I said, I do not like Dwayne Johnson. I fucking hate Dwayne Johnson. I think Dwayne Johnson is a terrible person. I can't stand him. I can't stand Dwayne Johnson. But he is a personality that can transcend. And so I agree with Patrick Bet David that The Rock could do that, as much as I don't like him. And I think that Tom Brady could do that as well. I do. So yeah, there we go right there. That was a good little topic right there. It's like the three people. Okay, three people, so I got to name one more. It's definitely not Mark Cuban. So if I'm going to The Rock, Tom Brady, and then I'm going to go The Rock, Tom Brady. Another person that's not in the political sphere, but that can transcend. You know, I've got a weird name that I'm going to throw out there. I don't really know his politics. I don't know his politics at all. Actually, I think he's. I don't know. I don't know if he's on the right or the left, but he has thought about getting into politics before. I'm going like a wild card, so not like a name you would like necessarily think. I have not seen this name said yet. Chris Pratt is not it, but that is a good name, but Chris Pratt's not it. So the name I'm going to throw out there is Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. That would be a good one. Oh, ice cold. Actually, ice cold. Tim Tebow would be a good one too. But yeah, I think Matthew McConaughey could actually, like, with his personality and with his charisma, he could be good. Tim Tebow would be fantastic. A Christian, a true Christian. Tim Tebow would be phenomenal. I didn't think about that one, but yeah, Tim Tebow, that'd be great. I'll be honest with you though, as much as I'm a fan of Tim Tebow, I don't think he has what it takes to be a Trumpian figure. I just don't think he's not willing to actually like get down in the mud. I don't think he could. I don't think Tebow could do it. And he's a great person. I just don't think Tebow could actually do it. Because you've got to be willing to deal with so much. I just don't think Tim Tebow's built for that. I just don't. Let's see. Dean Cain. I like Dean Cain. Dean Cain's awesome. Okay. Space, Digger says they both probably have a schlong between their legs. God. Aaron James says speculation, Trump unbeatable, assassin in desperation, false flag, demonizes supporters, riots equal martial law, equals election stolen, population control. Biden resigns to focus on fam. Hillary announces candidacy. Let's hope not. Just a dude on a phone. eBay has at least one Apprentice DVD. Keep an eye out. Well, I got your email, Anima Chains. I haven't read it yet, but I did get your email. Let's see. VJ the Vigilant says, Ayo, D-Day, I went to the Turning Point this past weekend in Detroit. Had a lot of fun. Did you watch any of it? If so, what did you think of Mike Lindell's plan? I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of the Turning Point conference, unfortunately. So I can't speak on that too much. So I saw like clips and stuff, but I didn't. I saw Alex Jones and Jack Posobiec. I saw some of Trump's speech, but I didn't watch a lot of it in its entirety. Chad Layton says, for the midweek grift and your social battery. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. The man, the myth, the legend says, it's Jay. Joe Pike says, make footballs inflated again. Really now, says Dean Cain. 8 o'clock says Brady. Butker 2028. Let's go. Eric says, I could see Tebow as a mayor or a senator, but not president. Yeah, I just don't see Tebow being able, like, he just wouldn't. You go back to that interview from Trump about how politics is just a mean life. I just can't see Tebow wanting to get involved in that. I just don't see it. Okay, so we are at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of you for your support tonight. You guys want Vince McMahon to run for president? Oh, man. Vince McMahon. Honestly, I'd love to see Vince McMahon run for president. I want to see Vince McMahon run for president. Vince McMahon running for president would be the greatest thing to ever happen. That would be amazing, actually. Oh, man. That would be good. Okay, so no gaming stream tonight. I got Geeks and Gamers Daily in the morning. So, but D-Day Cobra clips, make sure you guys go subscribe over there. I do have a video coming out tonight over on Geeks and Gamers. I am reacting to a Moist Critical video. That's right, Moist Critical. Let me see what time that video is going to go up, because I got to wait for my notifications to become available. So I can launch that right now, actually. Yeah, I can launch that video right now. So if you guys want, you guys can go over there and check it out. So I'm going to launch that video. Let me make sure. I got that one. I should have notifications. So yeah, reacting to a Moist Critical video where he's talking about the Acolyte. So hope you guys, no gaming today. Yes, no gaming tonight. I'm trying. Here's what I want to do. So Tuesday night's main event, we moved that stream up, and that was actually good to move that time up. I might bump the CobraCast time up a little earlier. It gives me a little more flexibility for doing the gaming streams if I do these a little bit earlier in the day. So keep that in mind. I'm way too. I'm up way too late playing these games. So Epic Mike's in the chat. What up, Epic Mike? Viper Chief says Jeremy sucks at Fortnite now like Beardo. That's just fucked up. Hayden says I'm gonna react to every one of Jeremy's react videos. Keep that same energy. I don't know. I don't know what time yet. I got to look and see. But they fixed Fortnite. What do you mean they fixed Fortnite? You sound old as fuck. Fuck y'all. Do y'all want me to play? You want me to run a gaming stream? You want me to run a gaming stream? Fuck y'all. Let's do it. I ain't going to get called out like that. We'll run a gaming stream. We ain't going to take that shit. All right, I'll set it up. I got to do, let's see. I'm going to have to set it up for 11:30 Central. All right? It's got to be 11:30 Central because I've got a couple things I've got to do. So, damn it, here we go. I'm setting it up. Chat calls me out. I got to do it. Let me set this damn stream up so I can quit getting yelled at by everybody. See, all it takes is a little bit of bullying, and I'm glad the chat bullies me. They get what they want around here. I didn't even grift it. That's the worst part. I didn't even grift it. That's the worst part. Can you believe that? I didn't even grift it. That's the. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not doing that. All right, let me change this back over, and then we'll put the raid function on, and then you guys can go over there. And poor Jeremy. Oh yeah, so terrible for me to get money to go play video games. I'm in such bad shape here. All right, pull that up. Fortnite, and there we go. Okay, so we're gonna end it there. Stream is set up, and now we're good. The man, the myth, the legend says don't play, and Werewolf Legacy will be bully unearthed. Mitchell Field says next month is the 199 days into the year, so the 199 day is coming. What do you have planned? Don't give us a Beardo answer of nothing. Dude, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. So tomorrow is 199 days into the year. Should we make that the National Geeks and Gamers holiday? Should we do that? That's a great idea. Holy shit. Look at you. I like that. National Geeks and Gamers holiday tomorrow. All right, work on that. Blabs Tower Tart says, how has Jeremy never drank and done drugs when he gives in to peer pressure so easily? TJ says, SeaWorld fired the popular mime from the Seal show after 36 years. Park Hoppin should look into it. Noted. Objectively a Cat says, shout out to our guy, Literature Devil. Shout out. Did I catch up on everything? I think. Yeah, thank you, Mitchell Fields, for letting me know about that. Slain Hope says, Mark Cuban is a DEI climate change grifter. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mark Cuban at all. All right, outro, and then I'll be live for Fortnite. Can I get a paid holiday? Yeah, I heard that. All right, guys. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a good night. And Sabaton out. And then this will raid D-Day Cobra 199. All right, guys, I'll see you over on D-Day Cobra 199. I appreciate you guys. And so you bullied me into playing video games. Such a terrible audience I have here. All right, guys, love y'all. Have a good night. See you soon.